DC Beats.
Look, I'm a trip, so I'll pay for the bag. The trips in the ceiling, coop me and taking.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of YBTV. Today, we're joined by some of Sydney's best football creators, and together, we're going to bring you guys a special episode of the Pick Your Poison Showcase.
For those of you who don't know what Pick Your Poison is, it's a tournament designed for under-19 ballers. Basically, you get to showcase your talent. There will be scouts, and the best players will be selected to represent Australia in the Mad Cup, which will be led by Elite Football.
So we're going to be joined today by Talente FC, Project Volta, and Field Invasion, and they're going to be telling you guys why this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Like, this is basically the power of collaboration right now. We've all come together to create this tournament. This is just like showcasing that Sydney's got a lot of talent, a lot of creativity. And we're here now collaborating and sharing our stories, basically something that the greater media doesn't show. So stay tuned and let's get it. So first guest is basically from Project Volta. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us what your project's all about?
Thank you very much for having me on board, YB United and two fellas. My name is Ennis. I'm one of the co-founders of Project Volta. So essentially, Project Volta is the home of the most electric football society within Australia. So our goal is always to be community-oriented and provide that access to football back over to our communities and the opportunities that we didn't have growing up. So it's a pleasure to be on board, getting together the like-minded individuals and putting together a opportunity of a lifetime for these under-19 footballers coming up.
No, that's awesome, bro. Can you explain to us, like, what's the Pick Your Poison? Where did that name come about? And, like, yeah, what's the meaning behind that?
So the name came about from a brother of ours, Mo Hadi. I don't know how you guys know him, but so essentially he came up one day and told us, bro, I've got an awesome idea, opportunity. You know, those nights in the shower, not nights in the shower, but the nights in bed.
It means the 3 a.m.
3 a.m., yeah, 3 a.m. showers, whatever. It's like, bro, I came up with an awesome idea.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity of a lifetime as well. So let's bring it to life. And by trade, we're meticulous planners, we're event organizers, me and my crew.
Yeah.
So I thought we could play a great part in assisting bringing this vision to life. And essentially what the idea is, so Pick Your Poison Showcase is an under-19 centric event aimed to showcase the talents that Sydney has that go under the radar, or they're even established footballers.
Yeah.
And essentially through this event, we'll be selecting 16 individuals to represent Australia in the Mad Cup tournament taking place in Spain. But alongside that as well, there's also other incentives such as agents and NPL clubs also on board on the day to be able to scout these players, whether or not they're signed or not. This will provide obviously that opportunity that we all can confirm that we never had growing up. So this should be an opportunity, as we said, once in a lifetime.
So like, how is it structured?
So the structure of the event will be 8 teams broken up into 2 groups of 4. Essentially, each team will be made up of 15 athletes, and we'll be lucky enough to be drafting these players the night before the event. The tournament itself will be 120 players each. Yeah, it'll be a big size comp, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll be selecting players out of a pick of the lot type style draft the night before. That way, obviously, the athletes themselves are put under pressure because they're playing with individuals they've never played with before, and it provides the same access to every other 120 athletes. So no one's going to be chosen to play with their friends.
Yeah.
No one's going to be chosen to play with their club mates and whatnot. So everyone's going to be put on the spot, and obviously that's the pressure makes diamonds in situations like these. So these athletes going to give it all everything that they have and live it all on the pitch. Yeah.
No, that's
like,
cool.
Is there like it's not my bad,
Oh,
bro.
no, I just wanted to ask, like, is it invite only? Is it just rock up? Is it, yeah.
So we'll be going live this week. Essentially, it'll be first in, first serve. 120 players. Get your registrations in quick because there's limited positions available, limited spots available, and you miss out. Like I can't
How
say
do they
anything
sign
further.
up?
We'll have a registration form live on all our organization's pages.
Okay.
Very simple. Put your name in, your position in, date of birth. Just obviously make sure you're under 19. And then from there, we'll do all the hard work. We'll get into contact with you. We'll make sure that you guys are still keen and provide all the specific details. So it'll be taking place a location to be confirmed. So stay tuned. But essentially, it'll definitely have an artificial field to be specific, for the grand final. Now, this doesn't mean the winning team is selected. This is just need to be precursor for everyone. The winning team does not guarantee selection to the 16-man squad going to Spain. However, bragging rights over your friends and all of that, a nice trophy, all that's cool, good incentives for.
So just to clarify, basically the players will just rock up with no team. You guys decide you guys pick the teams.
Correct. So the night before the draft will take place, and on the day, we'll obviously know who's playing for who, and we'll provide and allocate your jersey. So that way, when you walk onto the field, you'll know, oh, there's a jersey team that's similar to mine. Let me go walk up and let me bond with these boys, get ready to play and whatnot. So team allocation's all done for us, and everyone will have their own team selection as well on the day. So it should make it easier for everyone to identify who they're playing with.
Nah, sick, bro. Sounds like you're like really organized. Did you face like any challenges organizing this, like through the council, or like just, you know what I mean, personal?
So in the football industry or football scene, to be specific, everyone already knows how tough it is trying to manage and balance stakeholder expectations, but also trying to get a hold of council as well for approvals and a lot. So when it comes to events like this, definitely a lot of logistical issues, obviously, when it comes to the planning of the event, when there's a lot of moving pieces, such as the actual how many registrations we're going to accept, the venue location, council approvals, all this comes into effect, and it's a very hard thing to organize. But nonetheless, when you work in a collaborated effort with different organizations on board, and everyone wants to provide that same impact to the community from a community-centric background, then a lot of it becomes smooth flowing. So props to the boys on board. Everyone's done their part. Everyone's done a really good job so far, and we can't wait to go live because
So how has other content create collaborators have come and help you with face these challenges and stuff?
So our team, specifically Project Volta, we're made up of 2 individuals in operations and 2 individuals in media. So we've got our own media team in house. But then when you also take into account that there's other organizations such as Field Invasion and then Talente FC themselves, but also YB United, you boys are now on board as well. I think that breakdown of responsibilities and splitting the share with everyone makes it a lot more easy, a lot more handleable, because media is not a joke. Like, you guys can attest to how hard it is to come up with content, or at least acceptable content, if that makes sense. You're not half-assing your content. So
it looks easy from the other side.
Definitely. Like, it looks easy for you guys now, but this is a big burden. But nonetheless, when it's a collaborated effort with multiple individuals and organizations, definitely, man.
That's what we're talking about, like coming together, creating that community. Like, you guys have started something great, and you've introduced other people to get involved. Like, this is what we're talking about. This is our aim. This is our goal, to create that football culture, that content, So
football, it's a team sport, you know, like everything apart from that, like coaching, managing, like it's all team sport as well. Like, that's why football clubs, they have like 100 people working behind the scenes.
Right.
Everyone's like, you know what I mean? All the people that like go far, they're the ones that, thank the kit man, thank the boots,
100%.
the boots guy. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just what you see in front of the TV. It's everything behind that. And same thing for us. I'm sure same thing for you guys. So
a lot of these things that you just mentioned as well, they get unnoticed. People just want to see and do things in the public eye, but you guys need to make sure that your intentions are always grounded, pure. You got to be always community-centric. You got to do things more than just for yourself. You got to do it for your community, provide the opportunities that you once didn't have. And that obviously culminates in, whether you're religious or not, good karma and stuff. So if you do something for the sake of the community, the community comes back and it pays its dividends.
100%.
Not
Imagine say we pick the players, they go to Spain and someone's selected.
Oh, that's
like, we created that pathway for that person.
Of course,
No, it's not a joke. Like, it's actually a life-changing experience. Like,
100%.
if that was me, bro, I'd be cheering, bro. Even just have the chance to play.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think we lived through a very similar experience in our last event in Melbourne, PV3. We had a team, Melbourne Uni, shout out to them, because they made it to the grand finals. They did lose, but very honourable team led by a very honourable coach. However, essentially what we're referring to is they had a player on trial through this tournament. He's an international student, and then through the tournament, his output in that event itself. He got signed at the end of it, so he signed the contract with that Melbourne Uni team.
Wow.
And obviously that feeling itself, it's so
Yeah.
it's so much more than us, you know.
Mm.
We just put on an event. We had
Yeah.
fun running this event, got a little holiday out of it, have a couple of mates come down with us, but now we know we've done something for someone's life
Yeah.
as
You're
well.
part of that player's
Exactly
journey,
right,
even
yeah.
1%, you know what I mean?
100%. Now,
Yeah.
once again, it's not really about us, but as long as we know that we're doing something
We're
for the
helping out.
community, exactly
Because
right.
we didn't
Crazy.
get that opportunity, bro.
That's
Yeah.
right, my
Like,
brother.
At that age, imagine 19-year-old and I'm hearing you get to go to Spain to go versus other countries, bro.
Right, give me that. Bro, I'm waiting on that website. First
Straight
minute,
up,
bro, I'm
man.
signing my name.
Yeah.
So I think with regards to this tournament, do not miss out,
Mm.
especially if you're an under-19 baller. You can stand by your game. The ball is your microphone and the field is your platform. Come show us what you got.
Bring your creativity,
said,
bro.
bro.
Come show us what you got.
Yeah.
But
Nice,
anyways,
awesome, bro.
that was dope.
So can you just quickly tell everyone, do you know like when the event is planned for? Like, is it coming up? Is it in the future?
Yeah, so it's with another problem I forgot to address was the timeline of Mad Cup selection itself. Mad Cup itself takes place in mid this year,
Mhm.
and we've also got to put forward and nominate a team. So how was that? One of the biggest issues was the timeline. So the event itself is scheduled for now April 25. With regards to that date, we'll be going live later this week, nonetheless, with a specific event post.
Yeah.
And everything you need to know will be on that event. Situations regarding the venue, from my understanding, it has been confirmed, but because obviously we rely on council and council
Yeah.
approval, it's never guaranteed till it's ink on paper. So I'm a bit
Yeah.
reluctant in providing that information yet. So just in case there's a bit of change regarding it, but the date is April 25. And yeah, I'm
So
looking forward to it.
You said more information is going to come out on this live,
Definitely.
yeah?
Correct.
So
So-
what's your Instagram, just so everyone knows? And
Follow us on Instagram at project.volta.
Mhm.
We'll be going live hopefully before this podcast itself drops.
Okay.
Maybe this is on the back, but we'll be going live possibly, I think it's tomorrow on the Monday this week. Everything else will be coming there. So follow us on Instagram, project.volta, to keep up to date with all the event information and yeah, stay up to date.
Appreciate you
Appreciate
coming down, man.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much,
bro.
boys. Appreciate it.
That was very good,
thanks,
man.
bro.
Can't lie.
So we're joined together with another special guest, part of the Talente AFC team. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, bro?
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you guys having me on board.
No stress, bro.
My name's Yusuf, co-founder with Mohammed of Talente. Bit about myself, I just say, bro, love football, bro. Literally, that's my answer for you guys, bro. Literally, love football. Grew up playing football. Family was playing football. Dad played professionally. Back in Sudan, that's my background.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he played high level back there. And then yeah, ever since young, started playing.
Just a quick
like 4 or
question, bro.
5.
Out of topic, but what's your favorite team? EPL.
Bro, people gonna call me bandwagon or whatever, but City, bro. I'm gonna say it with chest, man.
No,
I'm gonna say it with chest, bro.
What the hell?
I'm gonna say it with chest,
I shouldn't
man.
have asked that question.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, joking, bro.
Nah, man. I'm
Nah,
saying
bro.
chest.
All jokes aside, bro, like, what do you hope that these players can like get out of the Mad Cup? Like, what are the head coaches looking for?
Yeah.
Like what's something they
What
think
qualities?
that these boys can really do to stand out?
Bro, it's just play your football. There's nothing more I can tell you in regards to that. It's like
Play your own game,
bro,
sort of
play
thing. Don't
your
try
own
and be
game,
who
literally.
you're not.
that's the whole point of it, which is why it's like drafted and no one's playing with each other and with people they know.
Yeah.
Literally just for them to
Express themselves.
express themselves and show that they can adapt. Because the
Yeah.
big thing in playing in those higher leagues, you have to be able to adapt, right? If you're not adapted into the if you don't adapt to the team or to the players, to the coaches, whatever, you won't see playing time.
Yeah.
We
So
can
it's
all
kind
agree
of
on
like
that.
you guys are almost trying to like simulate like trials or something like that, you know, dropping into like an unknown team, unknown qualities.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely right.
Not bad, bro.
Like obviously this under 19s tournament, like what in terms of like mentality and stuff like that do you guys expect to see from these boys? Are you guys expecting to see like, you know, really mature players or
What I expect to see from the players, bro, to be honest, is creativity, man. Creativity is something that's very important that's not seen in today's game at all. Know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's just like it goes back to the sense of saying where everyone just plays so systemized, you know what I mean? Where like if you're an African player, you don't really play like an African player, no, you know what I mean? You just play to the system.
Yeah.
For example, even like whatever backgrounds, play to your background.
That's why I
Brazilian,
guess
show us your
Africans-
flair, show us that jogger bonito, you know what I mean? But yeah, creativity is a big thing, bro.
So like, just a quick question. Like, how do you, what's the story behind you meeting up with Elite?
I think Mo said it on the other pod
He did, but I
when
wanna
I was
hear
here
from
last
you.
time. But for me, yeah, bro, I was working in the city, bro, literally. Because I'm a full I work full time.
Yeah.
In the city and coach literally the under 18s at literally for after 7 p.m. Bro, I was literally driving, and this is when we've like officially got started with Southwest Wanderers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, like I need something, you know what I mean? I was just driving, doing my job, whatever. And I see a team just like, I don't even know what they're doing, like training, whatever. I'm like, bro, let me just pull over to the side, bro.
Yeah.
Let me just see where I'm going. Literally pulled over to the side, and then it was like, I literally watched them, and it just looked so professional to me. They had their signs up, they had like professional testing gear for players too, and I'm like, bro, this is something that really I haven't seen around, especially in our area, because like, we're all from like Western Sydney ways, we don't see that here, you know what I mean?
Don't. Unless you're in academy or
Yeah,
something.
man. And then literally waited for them, bro. I waited for like an hour and a half till they finished everything. Then I approached him. I was like, bro, do you have 2 seconds of your time? And then spoke to him. He really like, we got along really well. Both had the same visions, agreed on same points. And yeah, he's just been supporting us since then.
I see you.
Awesome.
So like with collaboration, like how can other people now help you going forward with this
Because like
project?
obviously, like that was by accident, yeah? Like you were just driving, you happened to see that, like how do you think like that, you know, we can make that more of like a not on accident but on purpose, you know what I mean? How can like other people like reach out and like, you know, start building something?
Bro, the one thing I've learned, especially myself, is just, bro, don't be scared to ask questions, bro. It's like, especially with me, I've never been a person that approaches people or talks to people in that sense. But I really think this football thing really got that element out of me. And I really think it's, because I've seen that change in me, I believe it can change everyone else, bro. Don't be scared to ask questions and approach people. Like, put your ego aside. You know what I mean? Like, bro, so
That's
many
what it
people
is, eh?
bro, literally.
Like, oh, like they're gonna think this and that. Like it
bro.
doesn't matter end of the day.
Definitely.
And like, bro, if you're building something, you build it together, like like mutually beneficial, benefits the community. It's like what the brothers were saying, like, you know what
The
I
only
mean?
way you
Like,
can build a community is everyone comes together. You know?
and like it makes you feel fulfilled, and you know, being a part of somebody else's journey is like almost as good as being part of your own, you know?
Yeah.
So like how do you and the other like pick your poison?
Yeah.
How did that name come about? Because it's
Pick
a
your
very
poison.
interesting name.
Yeah, man. Very, very interesting. I can't lie, bro. Mo is the more creative person out of all of us, bro. He called me at like 4 a.m. in the morning, bro. And he's like, bro, I have this idea for you. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to hear it now.
Not right now, bro.
Not right now, man. It's 4 a.m. I'm trying to go to bed, bro. He's like, nah, trust me. So literally, bro, he was like, nah, I need to meet you. Stepped out with him, went to his house. And bro, it was just, the idea was like, wow.
And that's how you guys met like Project Volta and
Literally.
get involved.
Because after that, it just came to like, okay, who can help us?
Yeah.
What connections can we make with people that where our
Have the
visions
same
align
division,
and stuff?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, Project Volta came along, Field Invasion. Yeah, but really good bunch of boys, man.
I'm telling you, the power of collaboration is crazy.
Yeah,
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Nah, it's awesome, bro.
So like, what do you want from the community?
Bro, I'd say literally support. Like, a community, with a community thing, it's just give and take, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if there's opportunities there, the community will back you regardless if it's the right opportunities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially just knowing what target audience you're after, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just right after.
I guess the hard part about this project that you guys have started is like most players are now in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Playing in the NPL. And they have to make a decision now to either continue their season or take the risk and actually come to the trial and get selected, go Spain. Who knows? You get selected, you could be playing somewhere way far better than the NPL
I
system.
know what I would do if I was a player. I'd go
can't lie.
down,
I'm
take my
taking
ass down
that
to the
risk,
trials,
bro.
bro,
Definitely,
and see what
definitely, man.
happens, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, worst thing you can do is like miss one day of training, but you never know, bro. It might change your life.
Bro, opportunities don't come around too often, man.
Exactly.
Too often.
Especially in Australia, bro.
We're
Come
far
on.
away from everything, man.
Hard.
Exactly.
Literally.
That's it.
Man, I
No,
really appreciate you
it.
coming down, bro.
Nah, I appreciate it, boys. Thank
And
you.
see you on the
25th.
April 25th.
Mm.
Got that right?
Yep.
All right.
April 25th, man. See you
Let's
guys
do it.
there.
All right, people, we're back again with the third collaborator, Field Invasion. Now, I don't know much about Field Invasion. I'm here with Michael, and he's just going to give us an idea of what Field Invasion is and why this is important in the football community. So, Michael, what's Field Invasion?
Field Invasion is a football organization that raises awareness for men's mental health. I started that 2 years ago just because the passion for football I have, and I just feel as if a lot of men don't speak up about their issues. So yeah, especially in the community. I'm from Western Sydney, and man, it's tough, bro.
It is.
It's not easy. It's not easy growing up, especially with a one-parent household. Like, you go through a lot of things, you go through a lot of phases, you grow up, turn into a man very quickly.
Yeah.
So you got to take responsibility, and a lot of footballers or a lot of like athletes at a young age, they sort of like get into other things and sort of drift from football because of their mental health.
Yeah.
So if Field Invasion can advocate and raise awareness for men's mental health,
Yeah.
we're happy with that, man.
Honestly,
no, awesome, bro.
like I feel like mental health is not spoken about in the football community a lot, especially like, so like being African as well, like mental health is taboo.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely taboo.
100%.
And even in football, it's also taboo.
Yeah.
Like, because there's this connotation that, you know, it's just physical. It's just physical. It's just, you know, but no one understands the mental strain it happens on the player.
Yeah.
You know, trying to make it pro, also, you know, trying to pay to play. And you
In
can't,
this
if you can't
system,
afford,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So obviously you have your own personal experiences, and I'm sure you like only if you want to, because I feel like that's what led you to creating this Field Invasion. Like, so what's the story behind it?
100%. So I've been playing football my whole life. I even used to play for the Wanderers Academy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was quite good back in my day. But yeah,
Respect, bro.
just growing up and playing football, obviously it was tough. Especially with like injuries and whatnot.
Yeah.
A lot of athletes don't talk about the side effects of like sitting out for a long period of time and just not being able to do the things that you love. In Australia, football doesn't really pay as much. So from a young age, just putting all your work and effort into a footballer career it's a risk, man.
100%, bro.
It's a really big risk. And it takes a lot of time and discipline. With my own personal experiences, just growing up, like, if I had the tools to mentally, I don't know,
Like prepare and like
Yeah.
be like know what to expect and
yeah,
stuff
exactly.
like that.
Especially with injuries, just coming back from injuries, like I would say I gave up. After you get little niggles, little injuries, bro, you keep going, and then you get another one. You just that mental toughness. If you just sort of switch your perspective and switch the way you think, you can really do a lot of great things. And yeah, like
Bro, I wish
said,
you were around when I was playing, bro. Because bro, I have a very similar story to yours, bro. Like,
So Michael's
you
got
know
a
what I mean?
great
13
experience on
months
that
out,
one,
it's
bro.
like, bro, like you're just sitting there, like in the void by yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
yeah, I can relate, bro.
I guess I'm currently going through one as well. Like,
yeah, bro.
you know.
So, Field Invasion, like, is it like a support system? Is it like?
Yeah, so basically with our events, we always bring a charity, and then they speak to the individuals and athletes that come. We have people from like 12 coming with their parents to like, man,
at that age is crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And for me, it's a really big thing because like you don't know anyone, and everyone's having a good time. Everyone comes together, and you can just see like
The fun in the sport.
Yeah,
eh?
honestly,
Yeah,
like it's
like why you wanted to play in the first place.
There you go. Like football's a very good sport.
It's a good sport, but it's
for coming
brutal.
together.
Yeah, it's brutal, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of sides that you don't hear from or you don't talk about. But yeah, like I said, from my personal experience, growing up and playing football, there's little niggles and there's injuries. Like as an athlete, you don't talk about that. You don't see it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like how to deal with it and how to improve, how to like just be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
do you reckon like every team should, like every professional team or like semi-professional team should have like somebody on the staff for like mental health?
Yeah.
Because like, bro, like how many players like out for like 7 months, 6 months in the prime of their career?
The thing is,
Bro,
the
like
NPL
these things that
system,
really affect your life as well.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're playing for money,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, something I never really thought about. But like
where it's
speaking
hard.
to you, Raheem, like we've all had injuries. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's all impacted us some way or another. I don't even know if did the professional teams have that? Like,
Sports psychologists were telling you if you're,
bro, it's
Yeah,
it's just
like,
like what we're
there's
saying,
levels
eh?
to it.
Like no one talks about this stuff.
no one
like,
talks about
the
it.
psychology, the
You see a lot of
mentality.
suicidal rate in England
Yeah,
and the academy system and stuff. No one talks about those. You know?
yeah,
And obviously in Australia, I'm sure like my personal experience is like I knew a lot of people that were very good footballers, and because they weren't good at school, now football is taken away because of injuries and all that. I don't know what their mental state is, but all I know is they end up in the streets and locked up.
yeah.
It's messed up because that's
When you
just
throw all your eggs into one
Yeah.
basket, yeah, and then that's taken away. Yeah, no, it's tough, man.
And I feel like, yeah, like with field invasion, a lot of the athletes, like you said,
yeah.
when you put all your eggs in one basket
Mm.
and that's taken away from you, you feel lost.
Yeah, 100%.
And no one
No one
knows what you're
prepares you
going
for that,
through.
eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No one tells you or shows you like what to do after that or how to go about things. So yeah.
So my bad, bro.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, like, field invasion. Is that just you yourself, or do you have a team?
Yeah, field invasion is just me, myself. In the future, I'll have a team.
Inshallah.
Bro, you're part of
So-
our team now. YB, come
You're
on,
part
let's
of
go.
the football community we're
man.
trying to create.
Like,
bro.
have you had like people reach out for collaborations and like people interested in your stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Or is it just you're happy to do it on your own?
Not just yet. I've had collaborations. Yeah, I've had a collaboration just a couple of weeks ago with Regenerate Football.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a good event. It was a good collab. Elijah, he's a good person. He has very similar ideals to me as well. So yeah, it was very good. I also work together with I had the boys like Colin who does No Face No Case, and I had Manny with his football socks as well at the event, which was really good as well.
No, it's awesome. Like seeing the community collaborate.
So yeah, we just try to bring the community, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things going on, but we just need to connect more.
Yeah.
And then,
100%, bro.
just getting a shout off Moe, and then I finally met Project Volta. Bro, Project Volta, like when you go in the back and you look at the things that they're doing, bro, like different levels. So it's an honor to collab with all the boys and see what we can make out of the showcase.
So like obviously right now it's just you. In future, like how can the community now like help you grow?
Honestly, bro, with football, it's endless. Like the things that can be done is endless. How could the community help? Just show up, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like a lot of people want to talk about, like we'll help this way or we'll help that way, but when we're doing these events,
They're not showing up.
they're not there, they're not present.
Mm.
And it's just like, it doesn't even just have to be football. It could be literally artists.
Yeah.
It could be literally influencers. It could be anyone. Just showing up is important.
Yeah.
Obviously, Food Invasion is a non-profitable organization, so that's all my backing. But like, with everything that's going on with the showcase, like,
I think it's a
we'd
good
love
idea that they got you involved, bro. It's like this. You are now like a very important person in the community, in the football community. You know, your impact, like mental health, like no one talks about it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
My question is now is like how do you get the players like to open up? You know, because obviously us guys,
Or even just start thinking about that in general.
for us guys, it's us to opening up. It's very hard. So
100%. So basically, at our last event, I literally just went around, got some guys around me, and just asked the boys, like, asked people that were at the event, like, how's your mental health? Like, how are you?
see,
Something simple
it's
like
hard
that.
to hear.
Yeah, 100%.
And I wouldn't consider myself a role model or like a leader or anything, but a lot of boys were comfortable talking to me about their mental health and talking to me about like the issues or the things that were happening in their current life.
Yeah.
And when you listen to these things, bro, everyone's similar. Everyone's going through the same stuff, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But it feels like you're alone in it, eh? Like when
Yeah.
you're actually going through it, you feel like you're alone. But it's so funny because like as soon as you talk to somebody else, boom, same thing as well. You know
there
what I
you
mean?
go. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, a lot of guys opened up, told me what's going on with their life, and for me that was good. Like they, mind you, they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just a simple conversation, and they're just like, bro, like, thank you for this event, thank you for this, man. Like, it you really appreciate the little things when doing these kind of things. So yeah.
Can't lie, bro. I want to see you grow. Like, I want to see you grow.
See
like
everyone
in
grow, man.
every single. I want like my vision now. Like the way I see your, field invasion is like every single football organization. There's a member of field invasion there where players can go talk to.
100.
Like it's not for profit, and it's just being there supporting players with mental health. And like mental health is a serious factor, bruv.
Honest, bro.
And yeah, like obviously, especially in the African community, like African Cup, would you be there like with your own section, just players come to you and talk?
100%. Whatever I can do for the community. But yeah, like you said, man, mental health.
Yeah.
Especially in the African community, man. I know from my personal experience, like you grow up, you're not gonna tell your mom you're going through some stuff. You're not gonna tell your dad you're going through some stuff. You're not gonna tell your brother, sister. You're just gonna like firm it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like that. You're not a weak person if you speak up about your issues or find help. To be honest, you're actually strong for that.
Yeah.
And
Bro, everyone on earth has feelings. Like,
Yeah.
We're all human,
so
man.
dumb to like
We're all
deny.
human.
You know?
We're human. We're
Society,
human.
man,
Yeah.
they've created this norm that apparently guys cannot open up about their feelings, and we have the highest, rate of suicide. But when you type up men's health or men's mental health, there's not that much coming up. The minute, no disrespect, like obviously women is important, but like
100.
the minute you type up women's health, like there's all this stuff there coming up. So like, yeah, man.
It's different. Bro, you should start considering yourself a role model because you are, bro. Like, you're speaking up and it's like, bro, it's like we said, like, not that many people are doing it. So you should consider yourself a role model. You should consider yourself a good example, you know? Like, maybe you don't feel it, but like, bro, I'm telling you now, you know what I mean? Like, we appreciate that work.
To see this is, for me personally, it means a lot. Can't lie. Like, to have a role model now, someone that's there for the community. Because for me, when it comes to community, I'm very strong in it, especially in the African community. Like, I'm very passionate in terms of what can I do for my community? And you have created that for yourself. You have done this for yourself. And now it's just us giving you that support, you know? So hope like you collaborating with all these content creators and us and, we can take this further in the future, bro.
100%.
Like, we want to see you get more exposure, like see more, like let more people see what you're doing, you know, let more young boys see like, oh, it's all right to talk about it. You know, everyone talks about it, everyone goes through stuff at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Be very dumb to say no one does. Yeah. So
Other thing is, man,
respect.
got to get the government involved as well.
I was about to ask, bro.
Because government funding is so important, you know, because that's the only way we can grow. We need that support. And I feel like the community support, yes, it's good, but without the funding and then the recognition from the government and stuff.
Especially because the government, they promote like community, grassroots movements, organizations, or at least they say they do. Like, would love to see, you know, something like that for yourself. Like, because it's important.
It's needed.
Yeah. And like, bro, imagine what you could do with like an injection of money, like how many more events, how many more people see your message.
Yeah. How many more you can hire to help out, you know? Because we want this to grow. Men's mental health is a serious thing that is not talked about.
No one talks about it, man.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming down, bro.
No, I appreciate
Really
you guys
means
for
a
having
lot.
me, to be honest.
No, I appreciate it, bro. The stronger the community, bro, the stronger we all are together.
Yeah.
So, and
Exactly.
the better the football as well at the end of the day, bro. So, no, I appreciate it, bro.
We're
Thanks,
creating
bro.
the next Socceroos, innit?
That's it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming down.
Thank you.
What up, people? We got a very special guest here, Rashid Kabar, our very first non-footballer.
We got him on. Obviously, he's not a footballer, but his journey is very similar to like many ballers. So that's why we had to get him on and let him share his story.
So like before we get into all the questions, like just give us a little bit about yourself, you know?
Of course. My name is Rashid Kaval.
Yeah.
I'm a sprinter. I do 100, 200. I did hurdles for a bit as well.
Mm.
And I've been doing track for about 13, maybe 12 years now.
Wow.
My maths was probably wrong. I don't know.
Nah.
But yeah, so I've just been doing track for that. I've been doing track for that long and just developed a love for it. So yeah, like you said, it is pretty similar to football. Just that I have no idea about anything to do with football.
Nah, it's all good.
So yeah.
Have you ever done like any football as like a little bit of fun?
As a kid,
Yeah.
that was what I did first. I did football first as a kid, and I was literally just the fast kid.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
No, I was gonna say,
just
bro,
put
just
him
chuck him
winger.
on the wing, bro. Just chuck
Put
him
him
on the
winger.
wing and let's go,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Nah, I just abused the speed, bro. I just kicked it
Bro, who
around.
knows, bro? End of the career, bro. Usain Bolt at Central
Oh,
Coast.
no, I'm good,
Do
bro.
one of those.
Nah, but I played football for a bit, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't really fall in love for that.
No, that's
as,
fair.
as much as I am with soccer.
So would you
Athletics and that.
say like, so
Athletics,
what sparked your interest in sprinting?
It was, I think when I first did it was when I first did track at school. It
Oh,
was
the carnivals.
carnival, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My teacher showed me like a little athletics
Yeah.
poster
Oh yeah.
for like a club near the school.
Mm.
I showed my dad, and my dad was like, but I want you to be footballer.
I know.
I was like, oh, well, let me try. I was like, all right, bet. So we went to the little athletics night.
Yeah.
I instantly fell in love there.
Word.
It was, I don't know, I just liked winning.
Yeah.
I just liked winning.
Man, winning.
So were you like naturally always like good, or like was there like a,
like,
a learning curve
there
sort
was
of thing?
there was a lot of just natural. I just bait everyone.
Nah, respect, bro.
Honestly, but I was a kid back
African
then.
gene kicked in for
Yeah,
the first time.
literally, like
Pull up.
I just bait everyone that day. I still remember the first day I did it too.
Man,
What was
you
that
did-
feeling like? What like was it? You know.
Oh man, I was so cocky. I was so cocky. I remember like there was this fast kid there. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Just
they're
have to
like-
move, bro.
no, literally no. They were like, "Oh yeah, this guy's the fast guy. This is the fast one." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
bet." I bet him,
Mm.
and then I was like, "Whoa, what's your name? What's your name?" I was like, "Rashid." So I walked away.
Must
But
be a
yeah,
good
no,
feeling.
There is something about the starting lineup. I remember my experiences, carnival,
Yeah.
bro. Mind you, I have Kmart shoes on. The white kid next to me, he's got studs and everything on.
Yeah, the spikes.
I
and all
hear
that.
the mom on the side like, "Go Johnny, go Johnny." I'm like, "Okay, Johnny."
What happened?
Bro, I blicked that nigga, bro.
No, that's it,
Bro,
bro.
yeah.
Oh man.
Like, what's been your biggest achievement so far in your career, bro?
Okay, so I've made the under-20 Australian team twice.
Damn.
Yeah, so there was one I think around 2020.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go Kenya,
Mm.
but COVID. And so we couldn't go to that. I was so excited. I really wanted to go there, bro. But then recently, I think last year,
Yeah.
we went to Peru,
Oh,
and I went there for the hurdles
yeah.
because I did hurdles, and I'll get back
Yeah.
to that later. But yeah, I went to World Juniors. It was a very different experience to running in Australia.
Oh,
so?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Competition, different level.
competition wise, you just see all these other countries.
Yeah.
And like the whole vibe of like the core room, like because there's a
Mm.
core room where you go in,
Yeah.
get everything sorted. I'm just sitting there, and these guys are like lacing their spikes and sitting down, looking like that, and I'm like,
Mental
Mental game, innit?
Yeah,
whoa!
mental games, huh?
I was like, I'm just gonna go try my best, bro.
Yeah.
So is that like is that like a junior version of the Olympics? Because I don't really know.
A little bit. You
Don't be
could-
humble, bro.
You could say that, like
Yeah.
you could say that, but it's under 20s.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, we had a lot. I think the thing we went to, our team, we had the most people for Australia
Oh,
ever.
okay.
Like we had I think around 70 people.
Damn, so
And
like
it
you had a
was-
very like successful qualifying team.
Yeah, there was a lot of good people. Like a lot of people you probably heard of now as well.
Yeah, so like your teammate Got making
Yeah.
headlines and stuff, bro.
Little name thrown
that
out.
kid, bro.
Wow, that guy's crazy.
He's quick.
Yeah,
He's quick and so nice as well. He's so nice, so friendly.
yeah.
And he's just gonna keep getting better. We'll see anyways.
So what's like training alongside him, you know?
Okay, first of all, I don't train with him
Yeah.
because like we train different coaches, obviously.
Oh,
but
okay.
but during the camp there,
Yeah.
you can really tell like he's serious about it.
Mm.
Like he's doing everything properly. He's doing everything efficiently,
Yeah.
and like everything he does, it just looks nice.
Yeah.
From technique to like power, all that. I'm just
see.
looking at him like, this guy's 16, like because
Damn.
like
Crazy.
he shocked me, man. He
Mm.
shocked me. And I was so confused because there's like all these other people on the team as well that are
Yeah.
like worked so hard for this, right? And he just came out of nowhere and just like, I mean, fair play, man. Like he
Yeah.
probably worked so hard for it too.
Yeah,
so
for
like,
sure, bro.
No one sees the back.
yeah, you never
Yeah.
know. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So like, I all respect to him, bro, and
Mm.
hopefully he does even better.
I heard you've got like an opportunity to go to Perth to compete against your like your
Oh,
brother
yeah.
Akeem as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Akim is my younger brother, and me and him are both going to Perth. He's going next week.
Mhm.
So because for some reason
Your
His
teams are, like,
nationals-
staggered.
his nationals is different to my nationals. He's like
Okay.
the younger kid, and I'm like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
opens.
Yeah.
So I'm the week after him.
Mhm.
So we open a GoFundMe so we can raise enough money for that.
Mm. Is it? Yes.
Oh, it's
Because like
going-
he's already going, and then like
Yeah.
you want to go as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's going pretty well.
Okay.
So hopefully we can.
What's that called, and like how do people help you out in
Yeah.
terms of that?
Do you have like an Instagram, like a link?
Oh yeah, I have on my Instagram. It should be in my bio.
Bro, shout it out.
Shout it out, bro.
Rashid.cabs, I
Mm.
think one. Rashid.cabs one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only place you can go to.
So
to
like,
get my-
like an elite athlete like yourself, like
Shouldn't even have that. Like you should just be on the plane
That's what
ready
I'm
to go.
saying, like,
Like,
do you get-
focus
do
on
you-
focus on your game.
yeah. Do you get like the support you need and like to go to the next level and stuff?
I mean, the team I'm with, like the club I'm with,
Yeah.
they support me. They support me a lot.
Yeah.
Like from year 7 to where I'm at now,
Mm.
because I've been with the same club since literally year 7.
Yeah.
Like Westfield Sports. I don't know. Have you heard of it?
Westfield
yeah.
Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Westfield Sports. I've been part of that since for a time,
Mm.
and they've supported me and helped me out a lot. But
Wow.
when you go to the opens
Yeah.
or like after school,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard. It's harder for you to find that support.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these athletes have like sponsorships
Yeah.
or like deals with these other big
Brands and
big
stuff.
brands and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Like with me, I'm trying to get as much support as I can,
Mm.
Yeah.
and this GoFundMe is helping a little. It will help a little bit, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like continue this.
Yeah.
Like,
So you
next time I
go
go
to
to
Peru
nationals.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
Do you think that like athletes like at a very high level like yourself get like enough spotlight in Australia? Like
I mean, I think recently it has been getting a lot of spotlight with all these, like I said before, all these other athletes coming out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's getting as much as it should be.
mm.
Like it's simply people just have to tune in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people and like a lot of other talented people other than like just Gout or
Yeah.
Walker Kennedy.
Mhm.
There's so much other people
Mm.
that people be like, wow, he's actually sick too. Like who's he?
Mm.
And all you have to do is just watch. Literally.
Because I don't think they are, bro. Like someone like yourself, like you know what I mean. If there's a spotlight on you, maybe you get the opportunity to get your own deal. Like
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean. I
yeah.
think like yeah. I mean,
It's
for
that
us, like
media
as
attention.
independent
Yeah,
media,
it's a lot of media.
yeah.
I think it's very
But with this corporate media, they only cover what they want to show people, not like help individual players
Mm.
or athletes.
and it's not fair across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with Australia as well, like there's a lot of investment in one particular sport and then there's not much in the other.
Things get left
And
behind.
the thing is, swimming. Swimming is probably the most paid, and that's because of other reasons. But yeah,
Yeah, no, with it, they really only focus on like a certain sport.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or if someone's doing well in a different sport, they only focus on that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult in Australia.
Very different from America's system, eh?
Yeah,
Mm.
because
See, with America-
they support everyone.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
as best as they
athletes
can.
coming out of high
Yeah.
school already got
Yeah.
deals, already
Mm.
got like, you know, that
Like D1
power
scholarships
behind
and
their
all that.
name. Yeah.
So in Australia, like very friendly company, very friendly country.
Sorry.
But I just feel like there could be a bit more support.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
For,
just reach out with more
Mm.
athletes.
So how can people support you, especially within your community and stuff?
Just tune in.
Yeah.
Go on the go on the GoFundMe. That'll help me and my brother a lot.
Mm.
But just tuning in,
Yeah.
just having a look at when I'm running, or
Yeah.
like just supporting me in
How
general.
do people find out information like when you're running and like is there like a place we can watch it?
Sometimes it's either streamed on 7+
Okay.
or YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube.
But with Athletics Australia, they change it a lot. So,
I see.
but if you want to check when the athletic comps are happening in
Mm.
Australia, you can check Athletics Australia and Athletics New South Wales.
Okay.
So
So
those are like two of the major places where you can find some of them.
I see.
Or I'll just post them on my story and then and you just have a look.
yeah, man. Have you had like any other collaborations with like any like independent media or like media sources or like even just creators, content creators?
I won't lie, no. I mean, other than when I was younger, not very young, but like teenager, I was an ambassador for a sport company called Valor Sports
Okay.
for like a year.
What happened with that?
Oh no, it was just like a year
Oh, okay, just like
thing.
a-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked their clothes.
Yeah.
I did some photo shoots for them. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure some of my photos are still there of me young.
Yeah.
It's tiny as hell, but but yeah, and it was a good experience. It wasn't much. It was just like photo shoots. I had to promote some of the clothes.
Yeah.
Just
get a bit of like any exposure's
yeah,
good. Eh?
I'm trying to post more on Instagram. I don't post on Instagram at all, so I think that's another thing that's
social media is a good place to sell yourself,
I know,
bro.
and that's another thing that's making it very hard for people to see me, or to see other people as well.
It's hard to like live a quiet life and then also at the same time be like a professional, athlete or whatever.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just like you don't want to reveal too much, but you just want to reveal enough of like certain things.
Hey, I just wanted to ask, obviously, like we've been talking.
Yeah.
We had like another guest that was talking about like men's mental health and stuff like that. How do you feel like about that for yourself? Do you have like a good support system?
It's very important. The team I'm in, my sprint squad, I'm in, very supportive of that as well.
Okay.
Because if you have a bad mindset when it
Mm.
comes to gym, training, or at the comp, you're gonna ruin your entire race.
Yeah.
I experienced that a little bit throughout this season as well.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get better now because I've started to do things to help me with that. But it's very important. Like if you're in a shit mood at like training, you're gonna bring everyone else down.
Oh, for sure.
Because they're all there to train for themselves as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna help you, but at the end of the day, it's a single player sport. It's all you.
Yeah.
So if you're in a bad mood, you're gonna bring everyone else down.
Yeah, like a domino effect, bro. You don't want that.
Yeah. Like and I had a bit of a bad moment where I did something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of repeating factors happened, negative repeating factors. I had to talk with my squad about it. And I'm starting to change the way I approach training, comps. Just have to be more mindful.
Yeah.
Like
that's good, bro.
Staying present.
Self-reflection is very
Yeah,
important.
that's it. Like everyone makes mistakes. It's how you bounce back, how you learn.
Attitude is so important in sport in general. Like if you can fix your mistake and go forward and keep going, that's what makes you a good player. That's what makes you a good athlete. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, man,
that's
Rashid.
why I started journaling.
Yeah.
So it's very helpful.
Word.
Yeah. It helped. I started recently. And it helped so much.
Yeah.
Like in the span of like a short time. Just making sure you stay consistent. It keeps my goals in check. It keeps my head in check. So I'm not overthinking because I overthink all the time.
Yeah.
Did somebody like advise you to do that or give you?
My girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, she advised me to start journaling, and I did start journaling like a while back as well. But I wasn't as serious about it because like.
Yeah.
Because like when it comes like with the whole mental health thing with black families and all that, it's so like
taboo.
It's
very
so
taboo, man.
I'm like, I don't need this. I'll just be okay the next day.
But the next day you're not okay.
I'm not. I'll be fine for the next day, but like next week it could be worse.
Yeah. Could be
So,
just like a repeating cycle.
Yeah, so the journaling helps a lot, and I'm staying on that. I'm making sure I stay on that.
Yeah.
Keeps me accountable.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have
Rashid.
just one more question.
Okay.
Like, because you're in like a professional setting.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that they take quite seriously as well?
Well, mental health.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, yeah, obviously. I don't know if I see that a lot in Australia though.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm not seeing the right stuff. But
Yeah.
it is an important thing, and
Like, is the support available? Like, do they tell you, like,
Yeah.
if you're going through this,
yeah.
you got
Oh,
this
yeah,
bit?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
When we were
okay.
at I think we had camps.
Yeah.
A couple of camps before Peru.
Yeah.
They had a sports psych,
Oh, okay.
and it was talking about all these other things, like
Yeah.
little things you can do to help you.
Okay.
People you can see, like there were people you can see during the camp. I think there's a facility in Sopak, Sydney
Yeah.
Olympic Park,
Okay.
that helps that type of stuff.
That's very good, man.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Very nice.
Very nice, Rashid. Thank you for coming down, and we
you for having
hope
me.
that people put your money in to GoFund you, so you can get to the next level.
Yeah, for me and my brother, yeah.
Yeah, and for you and your brother, yeah.
100%, yeah.
I think I
heck
know
no.
your brother, Kim.
Younger, yeah.
Yeah, younger one.
Yeah.
He's got a big name in the Australian community, bro.
Akim,
Yeah, isn't that your brother?
big name.
It does. Because I remember we had this thing, an award called Awol,
Yeah,
and he was voted. I'm not sure if
I
it
think
was.
that's a different Akim.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Wrong
different
one.
Akim.
Cut that part out.
Nah, keep it
Anyways.
in, bro. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Nah,
Thank you for coming down, bro.
thank you
Really
for having me.
appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
See you in Perth, bro.
100%.
Inshallah.